Two Chattanooga police officers who were hit by a car this morning on I-24 were released from the hospital. They're at home resting now.
Police were working at the scene of an accident involving a semi-truck when that SUV drove around the police car. Dallas Payton joins us live near the crash site with more. Dallas.
Cindy, David, around 1 this morning, officers were here on I-24 near Highway 27 working the accident of a semi-truck. Both of the officer patrol cars were blocking the road with their lights on when the driver of an SUV drove around them, eventually hitting them.
We've got a truck jackknife and an officer involved, 413. Additional units are needed to block off the interstate.
Two officers were at I-24 West near mile marker 178 when an SUV drove around their patrol cars. One officer was on foot and had to jump into the median to avoid the driver, but the driver hit the officer's legs. The driver then hit the other officer who was inside the car doing paperwork, leaving the officer entrapped.
Maybe broken arm, maybe something wrong with my leg. Maybe something wrong with my back. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't moved.
This crash could have been avoided if she'd have been paying attention and seeing that the roadway was closed down around.
Sergeant Thomas Sider with the Chattanooga Police Department says Tennessee's move over law requires drivers to move over or slow down for any emergency vehicles that has their lights on.
You as a driver are supposed to slow down, take appropriate action to move over around those vehicles that are on the side of the road. If the travel lanes don't permit you to move over, you're supposed to slow your vehicle down while you're passing.
Sider says most crashes on the interstate involving officers are usually related to people failing to follow the state's move over law.
It's very stressful because not only are we worried about who we're dealing with, if it's a crash that we're already on the scene for, we're trying to make sure that they're protected with our cars behind them. Then we're also now having to worry about ourselves and our cars with traffic that's coming up on us really fast.
Yeah, she's the head track coach at GPS now. She was at Signal. Violating Tennessee's move over law can result in up to a $500 fine and possibly 30 days in jail. The driver of the SUV was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. No charges have been filed yet, but we'll keep you updated online and on air. Reporting live in Chattanooga for Local 3 News, I'm Dallas Payton.